What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RNG Crypto here with you for another video, and in this video I want to give us an update on day 1 of Into the Galaverse, a 3-day event happening in Las Vegas hosted by Gala Games. And I mean, day 1 alone had so many huge announcements and partnerships and updates that I am so excited to cover with you guys right now, guys. In addition, this thing is still going on, so there will be a second and third day update that I will also cover, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel and get those news as well. But before we get into it, I gotta make sure I hit you with my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do should not be taken as such. Please make sure you're always doing your own due diligence and research before investing any money. With that said, let's jump into it. So I'm on the Into the Galaverse page here, and these tiles are associated with some of the updates I want to cover, but there are 3 other updates that are huge that were not on here for good reason, and they are going to blow your mind, especially the very last one. You're going to love this trailer. It is a AAA rated game that's coming onto the Galaverse or Gala Games ecosystem, and it absolutely blew my mind. I cannot wait to cover this one for you, but this one I'm going to cover first, and this is the one I've been waiting on because I absolutely love this game. I've played the demo. It's called Spider Tanks. This is a MOBA, massive online battle arena, where basically you are pitted on a map 3v3, playing different game modes, team deathmatch, hold the flag, or capture the chickens, which there are chickens on the map that you have to capture and deposit into a certain place, and the most you deposit, you actually win. And this game is really fun. You have to build your own tanks. You can upgrade them. There's a tank body and a tank weapon that you have to upgrade, but they finally actually announced how to actually make money playing this game, and I'm gonna go over onto their Medium article for this, and you can see here there are actually several different ways. One is being a pilot. Basically, you can pilot either your own tank that you've bought as an NFT or another player's tank if you cannot afford a tank, if you're just starting out, for example. And that is basically one way of earning. So you then will earn from winning games, and a percentage of those earnings, if you are borrowing the tank, will go to the person that is lending you the tank, and that is going to be the captain. So that's the second way of earning. You can essentially have a fleet of tanks, so you could have multiple NFTs, for example I do, and I could play one of them, level it up and so on, but I could, the rest of them, instead of them just sitting idle, I can lease them out to other pilots that cannot afford a tank or do not want to buy a tank, and let them play with it, and then a percentage of their winnings or rewards will come to me, and that is how you make income. Another source is being a baron, and for that I'm going to go back here to the store, and you can see there are several different maps. Every map or every NFT here is a map with a different level of rarity. So you have epic, ancient, there's uncommon, common, legendary, and depending on the level of rarity, the higher the level of players or level of tanks can play on there. And obviously also the higher the rarity, the more earnings or rewards you get paid. So basically, being a baron, you get paid for people that play on your map. So I could purchase one of these maps, and then people will play on it, and then I get a steady passive flow of rewards of whatever the spider tank token will be. So that's one way, and with those rewards I can actually use them to then reinvest into my map and upgrade it. So I could start with a common and then upgrade it up to an uncommon, and then upgrade the uncommon into a legendary or an epic, whatever the next tier would be. And as I upgrade them, my rewards being paid out to me are going to increase as well. So that is another way of earning. The other one is being a fabricator, where you actually can build some kind of factory that provides items that you will then use to upgrade your tanks. And these factories can be placed or have to be placed on maps, and these maps are going, like I mentioned, are the maps that you can build or earn or own as a baron. So it gets a little complicated. Then the final way of earning is by being an emperor, and that one has not yet been released, but those are essentially entire planets. So you would have an entire planet of whatever the Dragon Cave map is on, right? Whatever planet the Dragon Cave map is on, you would be exposed to everyone that owns a Dragon Cave map, and their earnings, a percentage of that will go to you. So it's in a way like being a node owner. So anything happening on those maps across the board with, if there are 100 people that own the Dragon Cave map, you are getting a percentage of all 100 of those maps as an emperor. Those have not yet been released. They are not in the store yet, but that is another way of earning, which is absolutely, I find it very fascinating. I like the way that they have set this up. Definitely lots of ways of making money here. You do have to pay to earn a little bit, unless you're being a pilot if you're just starting out. So that is update number 1. And by the way, Game Media are also behind this one, and I'm gonna play you a little trailer. This is a really cool game. It's called Stoda. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be coming to the Galaverse or Gala Games ecosystem. However, these are the same developers that have developed the game Spider Tanks. The second update is a quick one on Echoes of Empires. It's basically a strategy game, very similar to StarCraft, Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, those kinds of games. And in this game, you can also own land, and that's one of the ways to earn income is by owning land and letting folks use it to drill for materials and so on. And they actually just released a third wave, and that's the only update that they have here. They have a new rarity, the Ancient Rarity, and you can see, I mean, these are going for up to 2 million Gala, which is basically $1 million. Very out of reach for a lot of people, including myself, but that's the update. That's the only time I'm going to cover on this one. They do mention that if you are going to be interested in this game, that you are limited in time on getting your hands on one of these, because once they remove from the store, they probably don't come back. In addition, if they do come back, the price is going to be higher than before. So if you are interested in this game, make sure you're aware that now is the time to be able to purchase them at the first round or first price points. And if you are missing this round, then you may have to pay more the second time around. And that's all I'm going to cover on this piece of it. Moving on to my next update, which is a very exciting one, guys. Will Wright has announced a partnership with Galaverse. So he is actually the creator of SimCity and The Sims. So if you know either one of those games, which I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with those, especially if you are gamers, he is the creator of those games, and he is now working with Gala Games to actually build out their Voxverse, which is basically the metaverse that the Voxes will live in. It's another play-to-earn ecosystem that's being developed by Gala Games. So this, in my opinion, was huge news. I'm very excited to see that Will Wright has joined the Gala team in order to continue to help build out this ecosystem. So that's exciting. Another exciting announcement is that Peter Molyneux is actually also joining Gala Games for a partnership, and he is the person behind Fable, if you're familiar with those games, Populous and some other huge titles that have been brought out by him. And he's actually bringing on a new game called Legacy, and Legacy is a pretty cool game where basically you are playing as an entrepreneur. You basically form your own town in which you have a business that you can grow into a mega corporation through the power of creativity, superiority of your commercial prowess, and strength of your competitive nature. So this is a really cool concept, in my opinion. You can have your own city or own town that you turn into a huge city, and as your corporation grows, as your company grows, the city grows with it, and you have influence on pretty much everything in this game. You can manage every aspect of your town, customized to your heart's content, from the products to your buildings. If it's in-game, you can have it your way. Make it unique, make it rare, make it profitable. So this is a really cool game, and they have a trailer here, so go and check out the link down in the description. I'm not going to play this trailer because I've already played a couple, and I'm going to actually save my trailer time here for this next one coming up, which is basically the biggest one in my opinion. But Legacy, Medium article again here as well. You can design, make, trade, and compete. That is pretty much the other announcement that's been thrown out by Galaverse just on day one. But coming up right now is the final announcement for day one that I really want you guys to check out, and that is a AAA game called Last Expedition. And this game blew my mind. So check out this trailer. Last Expedition. This thing, what got voted in by the founder node owners as a pretty much almost 100% yes. Look at the graphics, look at the lighting, look at the texture. This is a AAA rated game to the max, and this is what future of gaming is going to be, guys. This is where Gala Games is taking us. This is why I was so excited in the beginning of the clip, guys, because this is coming to the Gala Games ecosystem, and I cannot wait to play this game. This is probably going to be by far my favorite game coming out, unless they just absolutely blow our mind with update number 2. But Look at this. I mean, look at this. The same developers that are part of Certain Affinity. Certain Affinity is behind Halo. Certain Affinity is behind Call of Duty and other major AAA titles. And this team is going to be led by Halo 2 veteran Max Hoberman. If you're not familiar who he is, looking up. He is definitely an expert in the field, and you can see here the way that this is going to be. It's basically a first-person shooter with some kind of added strategic element. You can see here the guy just planted a bomb, and now they have to fend off all the aliens that are certainly coming at them, probably on a timer. Once the timer expires, whatever that mission was is successful. So that is basically the gameplay. There are other elements to this. Obviously, there's upgrade and survival mechanics, and of course, true asset ownership, meaning that you are going to own the NFTs that you earn, whether those are weapons, armor, any other kind of equipment, skins. This is the future of gaming. This is Gala Games, and this is what we can expect to come. And this is also why I'm so excited. So that is it for me. I'm going to leave you with this other funny clip that I really enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed as well. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. I love you guys. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.